Hi, my name is Brendan. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Glasgow, Scotland. Growing up, I grew up a Catholic. My parents were Catholic. My family was Catholic, but it was kind of like their faith, not mine. Like my parents were the ones who dictated everything I did. They made me go to mass. They made me do rosaries. So really, I didn't feel like I was in much control or like actually knew God. I just knew the God that my parents had told me about. This didn't really affect me because it wasn't really important to me until I came into high school. When I started going into high school, I started thinking a lot about like more important things, what like life actually meant, where my purpose was, and it really kind of got bad when I got into my final year of high school. One of my best friends had gotten really sick that summer, and I was quite scared for him, but he managed to recover, but I was still just quite angry that God had let this happen to him. Then some of my best friends actually left high school. My friend group got smaller, and I had no idea what I wanted to do after high school. My life felt aimless and meaningless. I needed some direction, something that I wanted to do. What job did I want to do when I left school? So I just felt meaningless and aimless, and was just angry that God had let me be this way. He let me just be sad and lonely. So in order to try and appease God's anger and to satisfy my parents, because they really wanted me to pursue my faith more, I decided to apply for a mission year. And I decided to do it in as the far away a place I could think of, which was the USA, which upon actually like learning more about the world is just not true, but I wanted to go to America. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to explore. And for a while this gave me a little bit of purpose, a little bit of a lift, that I was doing something special. But then coronavirus hit and the USA did not appear possible. I wasn't able to go. But then I decided to try and pursue Canada. I got accepted, but the same thing happened. The borders weren't open. I wasn't able to go. I was so angry and frustrated that all my options to do a mission year had just been struck. I couldn't go abroad. I was so angry. I was angry at God. I was angry at myself, and I was just so frustrated and felt so helpless. I decided to do my mission year in Ireland, which felt like I'd failed in what I originally wanted to do. I wanted to travel, but that was no longer possible. And Ireland was just a stone's throw away from Scotland. So then I went on a retreat before I came to Ireland. The retreat was full of these super happy, joyful, excitable people who wanted to know everything about me, and I was the moody guy who stood in the corner and just wanted to not talk to any of them. They were really great people, but I just didn't want to invest in them at all. During this retreat, we had an hour to just pray by ourselves, and I didn't know how to do that. I didn't want to do that, but there was a beach right next to where we were staying, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna go to the beach just for an hour. Someone before I went to the beach gave me the Bible passage 1 Thessalonians 6. So when I was at the beach, opened up my Bible, looked for 1 Thessalonians 6. There is no 1 Thessalonians 6. The book stops at chapter 5. So I got really, really angry at God. Why are you doing this to me? Why can't I seem to do anything that I want to do? Why can't you just let me have something? What have I done to deserve this? I was going to close my Bible, throw it into the ocean, go back up to the retreat center, pack my bags, and then leave. Then just say I'm not doing my mission year in Ireland next year. Before I did that, I read 1 Thessalonians 5, and it said that I was not made for God's anger, but to possess eternal salvation through Jesus Christ. And at that moment, the purpose and the peace and the life that I had been searching for all of high school, I found it. I found a little bit of meaning and a little bit of love and peace in my life and in existence. I'd found a snippet of the truth, and that's that I was made to possess eternal salvation through Jesus Christ. So I didn't throw my Bible into the ocean. I did close it. I went back up to the retreat center and then went ahead with my mission year in Ireland, and I'm so glad that I did. It's been such a great decision. I've been such a great decision. I've met so many great people. had so many great experiences, and I've been able to grow and get in pursuing that life and that meaning and that purpose, and pursuing God and His love, because His love is why we live and why we can possess eternal salvation through Jesus Christ. And that is why we live on this earth. It's not to be angry or not to feel God's anger at us. It's to feel the peace and love and eternal life that Jesus won for us.